Hello and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. So today we'll be finishing Sir Hans's quest and help him win Carolina's heart. So let's go.
Good gracious, it's Henry, champion of the rat-eyed tourney.
I got you that potion from the charlatan.
What charlatan? He's a man of learning who even cured the Pope of impotence. But thanks, Henry. I really appreciate your help. Once I drink this potion, every woman will faint at my feet. But I'm only interested in one. The fairest creature on God's green earth.
Yeah, the butcher's daughter, I know. And then what?
A rendezvous. She and I, under the cloak of night. And you shall be my herald of exalted words. You will hide and prompt me from a book of poetry.
I'll do what?
Here's a book of poems. I'll need a little time to get ready. Meanwhile, you can learn some poems off by heart. You'll prompt me.
Learn poetry? Me? That sounds... well, not exactly...
Stop wasting time and get to it. Come back to me in a couple of hours. I have to get dressed up and groomed, and it'll take a while before the potion takes effect. Take care.
Okay. We already read the poems. This is something that we just want to have a quick look at, and then we can talk to Sir Hans when he is ready. So let's rest, and then we can prepare.
Are you ready, Sir Hans?
Henry, something's gone wrong.
Open up. I'm not going to talk to the door.
That potion tasted rather odd, and now I have a feeling my face is broken out. How do I look?
So we can either go for not telling him the truth, but passing the speed check should be the best option in our case. So let's go and do
You're
it.
imagining it, sir. You look as irresistible as ever, if not more.
But I feel as if I just fell face first into a nettle patch.
You're just a little flushed from the excitement. It'll pass.
If you're sure. So, what do you think? Can we go to the rendezvous?
Why wait? Carolina won't be able to resist you.
All right then. Lead on, heart. And you, Henry, follow me.
Okay, so now it's pretty much easy. We just have to help him with a few things, and then just stall Carolina's father, and we're gonna be okay.
Look out.
Come on, Hans, let's go.
We're almost there. You'll hide behind a gravestone or in the bushes and don't budge from there. Otherwise you might scare her off. Hide, Henry. Time to get started.
How do you know it's her who will come out and not someone else?
She got the letter and necklace, didn't she? She knows that that is, her secret admirer is coming.
And what am I supposed to do?
What do you think, dolt? Prompt me from that book of poetry.
Okay, let's do it.
Who's there? I can't see you.
Your most ardent admirer, fair maid.
Uh-huh. And do you have a name?
What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other name would still be a flower, wouldn't it? Stop. How?
What are you saying? I can't hear you.
Okay, so there's a certain combinations that work. I have one over here, so let's go with it.
Gentle night, why linger on? I yearn thus for my love so long. Without her words to still my breast, who shall set my soul to rest?
Gentle night, Why linger on? I earned this from my love so long. Whip out your worthy silky breasts. Who shall suck my salty bits?
No!
And now my heart. Yeah.
And now my heart in sorrow dwells, from melancholic pining swells, since I, alas, was forced to part from the mistress of my heart.
I know my horses sort of well. Some alcohol from 9 to 12. Seems I always have whores apart from the mistress of my heart.
Psst. What on earth are you saying?
What's that hissing?
It's a feral goose here in the bushes.
And then, oh Lord.
Ah, Lord, let me not wait in vain. I long to see my love again. O gentle sir, be of good cheer. I shall not cling to another dear.
Landlord, let me not wait in vain. I long to sing and laugh again. O gentle sir, get off your chair. I shall not bring you another beer.
Jesus, Henry, what kind of yokel nonsense are you babbling? Me? You're the one who's babbling.
You're an odd one. I've never heard such peculiar poetry in my life. Where on earth did you come up with it?
French.
It's the latest fashion in France.
You've done enough harm. Better shut up and leave it to me. How did you like it, dearest?
Ah, how tender you are. Father is coming! Hide!
Was that talking? If it's some dandy again, I'll gut him with my filleting knife.
I didn't hear anyone.
Did you hear what he said?
Our window.
Oh, I have a bad feeling about this, Hans. I think we should...
Are you still there?
Still here, my love. How could I have apart from you?
Father's coming! He'll kill you!
He will not. Because it'll never cross his mind where I'll be. Henry, it's time for me to claim my prize. Whatever happens, cover my back.
There you are, you seducer! Now you'll see how a butcher protects his daughter's honor.
Buy me time.
You got some explaining to do, you bastard! What are you after, you bastard, sneaking around an honest citizen's house in the dark?
Let's go with the speed checks. We should be fine
I
to
went to mourn over the grave of my
meet
great-grandmother.
all of the
Oh,
requirements.
yeah. Then what are you doing right beneath my window, eh?
Well, the question is, why are you trampling on great-granny's grave, eh?
Enough of your horse shit. One more word, and I'll have you.
You really came!
How could I not, my dearest?
Not so fast, Prince Charming. But, since you're here...
Hey, what was that?
What was what?
That noise. I'm sure I heard a strange noise.
We're here in the cemetery. Maybe restless spirits, what do you reckon?
I'd swear it came from the window of my own house.
What's that got to do with me?
Someone's been creeping around after my daughter. I come out, and I find you here. Quite a coincidence, eh? So, out with the truth.
You're quite mistaken. I've never laid eyes on your daughter, and if she looks anything like you, I'd rather keep it that way.
Why, you fucking... Don't try to make a fool of me. I heard it clearly. What was that?
Are you all right? It seems to me you're hearing things other folk can't hear. That's not good.
You're saying I'm hearing voices in my head?
Well, that's not necessarily a bad thing. St. Euphrosyne of Polotsk heard voices too, and she founded a monastery and churches and things.
I heard voices too. Well, could have been voices. I wouldn't swear to it though.
Look, fellas, I was standing right here, and I didn't hear a thing. Do you take me for a madman?
Whatever you are, I want to know what you're doing under my daughter's window and who was talking to her. I heard it clear as day.
Good neighbour, it can't be denied that old age dulls a man's ears. I'm here alone, praying for the souls of the good people resting in the cemetery. I've nothing to do with your daughter.
That voice sounded different to yours, though. But where did he get to? You must have seen him. Unless you're covering for him.
You're gonna start singing.
What the fuck are you playing at? My patience is wearing thin.
And continue singing.
Jesus, stop your damn screeching.
And sing some more.
Jezu, Jezu, Maria, volala, volala. Jezu, Jezu, Maria, Jezu, Jemine. Buddha letu chlapec nebone. Buddha letu chlapec nebone.
Christ almighty. Let's go, fellas. This one ain't right in the head. The guards will have him for screeching after curfew. Let's not get mixed up in it. But if I ever see you here again, I'll beat some sense into your idiot skull.
Here you go. We did it. Okay, so now it's time for some sleeping, and then we can have a chat with Sir Hans. Okay, let's see how the lover boy did.
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
How did it go with Carolina, Sans?
Henry, it was the most wonderful night of my life. She was completely entranced by my courting. I hardly had to touch her, and she melted in my arms. And then she took me to paradise. It was glorious. It was sublime. Thanks, in part, to you, my faithful henchman and messenger of love. You've earned your reward.
It was an honour, Sir Hans. When are you going to see her again?
Oh, I'm not going to see her again. All beautiful things must come to an end, and, after all, I am a nobleman, and she is the butcher's daughter.
Well, that's how it ends, with the love of your life. After the secret gifts, the letters, the intrigues, reciting poetry in the moonlight.
My eloquence was wasted on her, Henry. Imagine, the silly cow couldn't even read. She returned the letter to me unopened. Here's the letter, Henry. Read it. At least you're capable of appreciating my literary talent. Read and learn from a poet. Good luck, then.
Okay. Is this a quest item? Yeah. Okay. So now.
And well, I'm sure we can come to some agreement, your lordship.
Well, bearing in mind, Master Butcher, that we have nothing to come to agreement about yet.
Well, yes, sir. No, sir. Well, I thought I ought to let you know what happened. My daughter's good name could be dragged through the mud. And his young lordship's too, of course.
Well, only if she should find us... Only if she should find herself with a permanent reminder.
Well, that could happen yet, sir, couldn't it? If her belly starts to grow. You know how word gets around, and... Well, folk would assume that Sir Hans is the father. Even if some other young fellow was to come along in the meanwhile, and... Well, you know, you already know. The girl can't be watched.
Are you trying to blackmail me? Have you forgotten that I am the lord of this town, and that you are nothing but a stinking butcher?
Oh, God forbid, sir. I'm just thinking of his young lordship's reputation, and my girl's. But, of course, if his young lordship was to recognize the bastard as his own, and pay for his upbringing...
You can thank your lucky stars you're the only butcher around here. Otherwise, I'd have you out on your ear this very day.
Well, sir, I'm only...
Here, take this, you damn scoundrel, and never show your face here again.
Thank you, Your Lordship. I'm sure this will be enough. Thank you, sir. Thank you kindly.
Blasted fool, capon. I'll wring his neck. I'll have his balls on a platter!
So there's a quest in Ladechko that I was putting off to a later stage, it's here. And we can do it now. It will actually direct us to Sasau, and we have a thing or two to do there as well, so we can nicely optimize. So let's eat her stuff, why not? And then we can talk to the herbalist lady.
Is there anything I can do for you?
As it happens, there is. Drahomira, a widow from Ledechko, requested my services. But it's a long way on foot, and me with my back in such dreadful pain. I simply can't face the journey.
All the way from Ledechko? What, they don't have a herbalist there?
They do, but she didn't want a local. She's a rich widow, inherited a butcher's shop. You know how folks like to gossip, especially about anyone who's better off than them. Do you know anything at all about exorcisms?
Exorcisms?
You know, banishing ghosts, smudging, spells.
A haunted butcher shop? All in a day's work for me.
It's not a task to be undertaken lightly. This is a real ghost, the spirit of a dead man who hasn't found peace. In order to banish him from the world of the living, you'll need to do a few things.
Slit a black cock's neck on the poor soul's grave?
What a despicable thought! No. Do you know what smudging is? You'll need 10 poppies and some flowers from the deceased grave. Once you have all that, bring it to the house that's being haunted. Light it on fire, and the smoke will purge the place of any unwanted spirits.
Sounds like fun. I'll help you.
It's no game. It's a very serious matter. Drahomira was terrified, and these aren't forces to be meddled with lightly.
Fine, fine. Is there anything else I should know?
That's a question for Drahomira. You'll find her in her cottage on the very edge of Ledechko. Goodbye.
No problem. Let's go there.
God's blessings.
Likewise, I come in
The
peace.
herbalist Kunhuta sent me. I'm here because of the ghost.
You don't look like you know a thing about ghosts. Why didn't she come herself? Why did she send someone so young instead? Do you know anything at all about exorcisms?
I'm a self-taught expert. Let's say, yeah.
She was in too much pain to make the journey. But you can trust me. I know what I'm doing.
You'd better. Well, get to work then.
There's a few things I need to know first.
I'd rather you just got on with it. But I don't suppose I've got any choice. So ask.
No, you have no choice. Let's do it.
What exactly has been going on?
It happens at night. Every night now an apparition comes to me and I can't get a wink of sleep. I can't take it anymore.
Whose ghost is it?
His name was Alois and he had a farm not far from Ledechko. A few years ago, his farmhouse burned down with him in it.
I've heard that people who die such horrible deaths seldom rest in peace. Why do you think he chose you of all people?
How am I supposed to know? Maybe because we're neighbors. We grew up together as children.
I suppose that makes sense. Where is Alois buried? For the exorcism, I'll need flowers from his grave.
He's laid to rest in the Sasau cemetery by the wall. His grave is a bit overgrown with vines. I've been there a few times for a visit. The first day he appeared, I prayed at his grave, but he came again just the same.
I know everything I need to know.
Then for God's sake, perform the ritual as soon as possible. Take care.
Okay, should we go and find his grave first? Yeah, I say let's do it. In this case, I'm gonna go there, and in the meantime, when I'm there, I'm gonna have a chat with the custodian about the quest that he has there, so talk to you in a minute. Okay, I think his grave is here.
Now to pick the flowers. I've come from Captain Robard.
And what might the captain be wanting to let me know?
I'm not a messenger. I've nothing to report. The captain thought I could lend you a hand.
Oh, so it's you, the hero of Talmberg. So be it. If you succeed, I'll gladly reward you. And if you don't, I won't be shedding any tears. We know that one of their encampment is on the hill by Skellets, nearby the mines.
I'll take a look there.
Goodbye.
No worries. Let's sort this out. It would be nice to come here and check what's in those cabinets here. Okay. Let's see, where's the camp? There. Haven't we been there? Anyway, yeah, let's go there, it's fine. We can go there, take out the camp, and then we can also go to Pribyslavitz and finish the construction. I don't think I'm gonna need any more money out of Pribyslavitz. Like, it will still grow, so we should be more than okay. Just that, you know, 2.5k per day, it's quite a lot, but you know, we have now 111, 110k Russian, so we should be more than settled now for the rest of the game. And if we need, like, there's also a lot of armor that I collected that we can sell if we need. So it's more than fine.
I've taken care of that camp.
Oh, yes? And what proof might you have of that?
Here it is.
Well, there we are. One less thing to worry about. Here's your reward. Take care.
I have some, well, trophies.
Let's have them. Those scoundrels deserved it. Take care.
There's another one as well over there. They're gonna do it some other time. Now let's get back. Let's get back to the lady in Ladechko and do some exercising ghosts.
I'm back with the incense. Can we begin?
Good. Let's go to the cross in the bedroom. Well, what are you waiting for?
I feel a bit out of my depth. This is my first time.
Now you tell me. Well, get started. You've got the flowers, so it has to work.
Well, here goes. Pater noster qui est in canis sanctificator omen tuum.
Are you sure you're saying that right?
Shh! I mustn't be interrupted. In nominate parties et filiis et spirits etc. Ave Maria gratia plenti dominatrix tecum. Glory be to the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, as it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, world without end. O Lord, may he rest in eternal peace, and may eternal light guide his way. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Please God, I can finally sleep in peace at night. Come by tomorrow to see if it worked.
Talk to me.
So, did it work? Is your home free of the ghost?
Oh, you're here, are you? You're lucky I didn't have to get you myself. No, it didn't work. The spirit came just the same as before, and I didn't sleep a wink.
So you're saying I won't get my reward?
You get paid for results, my dear, and I haven't seen any yet. At least now I know that old wives' law doesn't help. Go and see Apothecary Coniash in Ratai. I hear he's familiar with all manner of magic.
Have you tried drinking a poppy decoction? I could prepare one for you.
Do you honestly think I haven't tried that? Well, I have, and it doesn't work.
Fine. I'll go and see the apothecary. Hopefully we'll come up with something that works.
Okay, then Turate. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Handbrake on the horse.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if they open. You guys open? Oh, hello there.
Do you know anything about getting rid of wandering souls?
The Restless Dead? I might know a bit about that. It depends who wants to know. I wouldn't want to be accused of heresy.
Oh, come now, Konyash. You helped me once before, so I'd like to ask you for something again.
Fine, you're right, Henry. I won't lie to you. I'm interested in occult teachings and a bit of alchemy. It's far more than just old wives' tales. I truly believe it's a science. So what exactly do you need?
To help a village woman from Ledechko. Her neighbor's ghost has been haunting her. He visits her every night.
You don't say. Now this is interesting. Revenant spectral beings, cursed souls from beyond the grave?
Yes, exactly. Her house is haunted.
To put it vulgarly, my lad, to put it vulgarly. But there are spells that can banish restless souls back to the realm of the beyond.
Now that's what I wanted to hear. And do you know the spells?
Well, I'd like to learn at least one. But the only book I know that contains them has been classified amongst the Libri Prohibiti.
I've no idea what that means.
The spell's written in a forbidden book. A book that's in Latin and kept under lock and key in the monastery. It's called Liber de Mortuis, Necronomiconos. Do you need to know any more?
Do you want me to steal the book?
If you want to get rid of that revenant, you have no other choice. When you bring me that book, we can cast the spell together, since you don't know Latin.
Fine. I'll bring the book.
Count me
You'll find
in.
it in the monastery library. But it won't be easy to get in. Truth be told, I don't know of anyone who is able to break in and out without getting into big trouble.
I'll try.
Well, don't worry. We can do it. Also, what I would like to do is talk with Master. What's his face? I forget. Let me get there, and I can tell you then when I read it. Where does he live? Here. Hello. Fayfire. Yeah, this guy.
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
So, Master Tobias, we want to talk with him about King Silver, so we'll be doing this quest shortly as well,
Master
so we can pick up the details.
Radzic sent me to you.
Did he? He must think highly of you.
I do the best I can.
That's good, because this is damned important. Silver's our most valuable asset.
How can I help with these, evil forebodings of yours?
Sir Radzic may make light of it, but a large quantity of silver has been discovered hereabouts, and no one is guarding the Skullets mines, the most likely source.
You really think someone could be stealing the silver from the mines? I would have thought that would be quite a job, wouldn't it?
It certainly would. Which is why I'd like you to go and check out not only the mine gallery, but also the yard with the smelter and the waterworks. See what kind of state it's all in, and if anything looks suspicious.
Is that the yard next to the Skalitz mill?
That's the one. I don't know what state it's in now. There used to be a stock of charcoal and smelted silver there.
A silver store? Could there really be any left?
I doubt it. I'd be surprised if it was still standing at all.
What about these waterworks? What's there?
A stamping mill and washing troughs. They're on the bend in the river below the castle. You can't miss them. There are big tanks and equipment all around.
You said mine gallery. Just one?
Boy, there's such a maze there that it would take a week to crawl through the place. There's only one gallery I'm interested in, at the foot of the hill by a small fish pond.
Why just that one?
Because I was expecting to find a scene there. All the indications pointed to it. So if anyone is stealing silver, it'll be right there.
Should I be expecting trouble then?
Well, I definitely wouldn't treat the job like a visit to church on Sunday. You could find yourself facing a pack of hungry dogs trailing the army, or a band of brigands.
I see. Well, you and Sir Radzig can rely on me. That's all clear. I'll get going.
God be with you.
Okay, perfect. So we know what we have to do. And I will also suit up. So what I want to do is get some armor that I can wear on top of Henry's current gear, more or less, so that we can actually, you know, take it off if we need to do the stealthy sneaky missions, or if we just need to, you know, get rid of someone quietly. But other than that, so we're protected, because the bandits around these parts of the game, they tend to be well equipped, and it takes, you know, quite a lot to dismantle them. And with the light armor, we're kind of squishy, especially if there's more of them. So yeah, it would be nice to have some protection. Okay, since
What's going on there?
this is already only 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, I actually decided to take out the camp of bandits first. Leave my dog.
Yeah.
Come on, son.
Kurva fix.
There's one more sleepyhead. Nice, good boy. Boink.
I've taken care of that camp.
Oh, yes? And what proof might you have of that?
Here it is.
Very well. Here's your reward.
Okay, we're in. There shouldn't really be anybody here. They should be sleeping. Okay, I think library should be here. Let's be careful, because there may be someone here. Oh. Okay, cool. So we came here for one of these two books over here. There's Avicenna and Necronomicon. We're gonna pick Necronomicon, and we're gonna leave Avicenna's book.
I've got the book.
Really? You're a fine fellow. Well, show me it then.
Here it is.
Wonderful. Come back in a little while. I need to read through it and find that spell. And here's a reward for your efforts.
Have you read it already?
Oh, Henry, it's a marvelous book. Wonderful, really. I've found what we need, but it won't be easy. The spell must be said over the grave of the person preventing his soul from resting in eternal peace, while burning something from the house he lived in.
Ugh, of course. It couldn't be something easy, could it?
Who said meddling with the dead would be a walk in a rose garden? You'll probably have to ask your widow a few more questions. Once you know everything, get something from his house, and find the grave of the person that's preventing him from resting in peace. Then come see me, and we'll get to banishing that ghost.
Jesus, and I thought the living were troublesome.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
Next stop, Pateczko.
I saw the apothecary, and he reckons that ghost of yours is quite a problem.
You think I don't know that? Last night, I didn't get a wink of sleep. I lay in my bed, tossing and turning, just waiting for him to appear.
And did he come?
For a long while, it seemed like nothing would happen. Then, towards the morning, the room grew cold as the grave. My poor heart nearly stopped beating when I heard a voice calling my name, so I fell to my knees and begged the Virgin Mary to protect me. When will this all end? You must work quickly. If this goes on much longer, I'll lose my mind. I know I will.
To get rid of him, we need to cast a spell over the grave of the person who's preventing him resting in peace. I'm not sure who that person is, though. You haven't already picked out a gravesite for yourself, have you?
No. Henry, the truth is, I haven't told you the whole story. I'm not the one he's got unfinished business with.
Well, who is it then? I suggest you tell me everything.
Alois had a wife. Her name was Lada, and she was a proper shrew, shrieking at him from sunrise to sunset. He never spent a single pleasant day with her. They must have fought like dogs. One night, Lada took a lantern and burned the whole farmhouse down with Alois inside.
Terrifying. But go on.
When Alois died, Lada lost her mind. She spent days running about the woods near Tarnberg, completely witless, until one day they found her body deep in the woods. Her hair was all pulled out, her face scratched up with her own fingernails. They buried her there, where they found her, but I don't know exactly where to look.
I'll ask around. For the spell, I'll need something from the house where the spirit once lived. Where exactly did Alois live?
It's north of here, to the left of the road from Ledechko. But there's not much left of it these days except ash and weeds. The farm was burned to the ground with Alois inside.
Oh, that must have been a terrible death. I don't need to know anything else. I can head off now.
Okay. Let's find the villager now. Have a chat with them.
Good afternoon.
I hear there's a grave in the woods round here. Do you know how I can find it?
You mean where they buried that mad woman? They say on some nights her ghost wanders the woods. But you'll find the grave when you head up to the woods and keep some way off to the right from the stream. It's hard enough to see in daylight. If it's dark, you're sure to get lost.
Thanks. I'm sure I'll find it.
If I were you, I wouldn't go looking for it. It's not a good place. Take care.
Okay. Let's go and find something that belonged to Alois, which will be... Okay, that's cool, and then we can go to the grave. Come on, horsey.
Yeah.
Okay, so it should be a burned out. Yeah. Hut over here. Nice.
Everything burned to the ground. So where can I find something that belonged to the dead? I'll take some of these pieces of charred wood. That should do.
Perfect. Now the grave. The grave should be on the other side. Have it.
Ah, this must be it. May she rest in peace, Lord.
Okay. We have everything we need. Now, let's go back to Ratai.
I have everything we need.
Excellent. In that case, I'm ready too.
Let's meet after dark at the crossroads beyond Ledechko.
I'll be there.
Ah, good. You're here. Come with me.
Okay, so now we're gonna take Mr. Apothecary with us to where the grave is. Where is he? Where did he go? Sir? Hello? Ah, he's he's there. Okay. So he's taking us there. Let's go.
Welcome, Henry.
Hey, let's do it.
We can go and get some sleep.
Namtabara, Ashakbara, Ikimbara, Sianakamba, Sikiakamba, Aruba, Namtabara.
What's that? Go on. That's what matters. Just keep going.
I think that's enough. The ghost will surely vanish by now. Now, let's get out of here before something worse appears. Go and see the widow tomorrow to find out if it helps. I'm going.
Thanks for the help.
Oh, he legged it super quick. Okay. I'm gonna put Henry to sleep now and visit the widow on the next day.
God save. How may I help you? Good night.
We cast a spell over Lada's grave. It wasn't for the faint of heart.
Mary, Mother of Mercy. And not even that helped.
What? Do you mean to tell me it was all for nothing?
Only the Lord himself can help me now. I'll need the parish priest.
But why didn't you go and see him right at the start?
What would he think of me? Herbalists have always handled ghosts. But now what other choice do I have? Go and ask him what I can do.
Fine. I'll go and see him. But I swear this is the last thing I'm doing for you.
You have my gratitude. Take a few groschen for everything you've done for me so far. Once the ghost is gone, you'll get more.
What am I supposed to do?
Go and see the priest. Tell him about the restless spirit that's haunting me. Good luck then.
Okay, so we're gonna talk to Father Godwin, who is in Užice. So Ladečko is here and Užice is here. So let's get going. I have to say this is one of the quests that requires a lot of traveling in many places, because we're gonna go to Užice, then we're gonna come back, then we're gonna go to Talmberg, and then we're gonna come back. I think that's how it should end. So yeah, I will catch you up when we're in Užice. Can you talk? Thank you.
What do you need?
There's a widow being haunted by a ghost. Can anything be done about that?
A revenant. Tell me more about it.
For the last few nights, a long-dead neighbour's been paying her a visit in her house. She's tried to drive him out, but neither prayer nor spells have any effect. That's why she's turning to you for help, Father.
In the scripture, it's written that the dead shall rise again only on the day of judgment. I suspect it may be something on the widow's own conscience that's haunting her. Do you know anything more about that?
Well, she says it's the ghost of Alois, a farmer whose wife burned him alive in his own cottage.
My. That would make a soul restless, all right. But I believe there must be something else that's keeping the widow from sleeping. A farmer, a jealous wife. I'd ask the widow if there's not more to it.
My God, that never occurred to me.
How little you know people. Make the widow tell you everything, you'll see. And to make amends with the deceased as well as the Lord, tell her to erect an atonement cross.
A what?
You ask as if you've fallen from the stars. An atonement cross. You often see them along roads. Reminders of reconciliation and forgiven trespasses. Suggest it to the widow and see how she reacts.
Thank you for the advice. It was very helpful.
I shall pray for the poor woman, and I'll be grateful in turn for any donation she may decide to make to the church. God be with you.
I make sure she makes a donation. Okay. So,
Yeah.
Ladečko again. That's a lot of traveling. A lot of traveling.
I saw the parish priest.
And what did he tell you? Will he come and bless my house with holy water?
No, a better question is, what haven't you been telling me?
I've already told you everything.
We're gonna go for a speech check.
I feel you haven't told me everything. Was there something between you and Alois?
There's no use denying it any longer. I was a widow and his wife Lada. She wasn't the kind of woman who filled her husband's heart with joy. Alois and I grew close.
So, fornication?
If that's what you want to call it. From time to time, we took comfort in each other's arms. Lada found out and began to make a fuss. They fought. You know the rest.
You couldn't have known it would end up the way it did.
Perhaps I couldn't, but I still reproach myself over it every night. For years now, I've been living with what I did. I suppose it's only just that it's finally caught up with me. My poor Alois and the children he left behind.
I assume his children know nothing about it.
They're already adults, but you're right. They don't know anything. Do you think it would help if I told them everything? That it would bring peace to Alois and he'd stop haunting me?
I think you're on the right path now. Make up for old wrongs. Atone for your sins. Erect a memorial cross.
You're right. I'll go and tell them the truth, however much they despise me afterwards. I'll do anything to get a good night's sleep again. Here's some money. Go to the quarry and order a cross be made.
I'll do that.
Thank you 100 times over. Good luck then.
So now we need another travel.
Yeah.
This time to Talmberg Quarry.
God save you.
I need to erect an atonement cross. How much does one cost?
10 groschen. We already have one such cross ready, so if you pay now, we can have it sent wherever you want immediately.
There you are.
What do you think? Will he come again?
I'm sure we've seen the last of him. Oh, I feel so light I could float away at peace with the world.
That's a peace I have yet to find. As you've seen for yourself, shaking off the past isn't easy.
Here's a ring my husband left me. I don't even know where he got it, but it might be worth something. Take it, with my gratitude.
Glad I was able to help.
Thank you, and God be with you.
And with you. I hope you'll finally have peaceful dreams.
Where did they raise it? Oh, here it is, okay. And just to finish up, let's go to the herbalist and have a chat with her. Now I also wanted to finish building Pribyslavitz, but I think we're gonna do it next time. There was already a lot of traveling from one place to another. This quest took out a bit more than I expected, so yeah. We're just gonna do the just talk with the lady here, and then next time we're gonna finish Pribyslavitz and do King's Silver. No, I want to talk with her.
My humble greetings. How may I help you?
I'd like to talk to you about that ghost.
What about it? Did you manage to get rid of him?
Yes. Well, in a way. There was no ghost. Just a guilty conscience and past wrongs. The truth and an atonement cross helped where smudging and casting spells didn't.
And what else are ghosts but the result of a guilty conscience? Don't take the dead lightly. You could have managed without the cross, though, if you'd really done as I told you.
suppose you're right. In any case, the only thing that worked was admitting a long ago wrongdoing and erecting an atonement cross.
Bah! Believe me, you could have saved yourself the effort if you just waited a bit. It takes some time for the smoke from those burning herbs to reach the great beyond. But here's a potion and some herbs for your work. Hopefully the dead won't be bothering us for some time now.
I hope not. Bodies seem to be cropping up like weeds lately.
Good luck, then.
Okay, perfect. So, in this case, that's gonna be it for today. Next time we're finishing up Pribyslavitz and then going on to do King Silver. Thanks very much for watching, I hope you enjoyed, take care, and I will see you in the next one.